Hey everyone, I'm Yat, just your average dolphin playing Musume. Whether you first start the game or have been playing for a while, money is always in short supply. There are two main ways to spend money: leveling up support cards and awakening. Unless you roll a lot, you probably won't have to level up your support cards too often, so you can just level those up once and be done with it. Awakening, however, costs a lot of money, costing 120,000 just to hit level 3 and another 250,000 to hit level 5, costing a total of 370,000. Unfortunately, you only get a few thousand every day from daily races, and you need the rest from events. It feels really bad to need a skill but not be able to get it for that chance at A rank, so I'm here to help you sort out your priorities for Awakening. While I would have liked to include 3 stars on this tier list, unfortunately, I am only a dolphin and not a whale, so it's difficult for me to pass judgment on horse girls I haven't run before. So, before I show you my list, I want to make a disclaimer. If you have no plans to use a character in the list, then there's no need to level her awakening skills. Your own team composition needs that money way more than an unused character. Also, if your waifu isn't on this list, she's probably trash. There can be only one best girl. I'm just kidding. Your waifu's either a 3 star or probably does not need awakening skills to be effective. Alright, so without further ado, let's start with the S tier priorities. So first, you want to get Sakura Bakukushin O to level 3. As one of your starter units, SBO is an amazing escape short-ranged horse girl, and should be used considering how few short-range horse girls there are in the game. Let's take a look at her awakening skills. At level 2, she gets Big Lead, and at level 3, she gets Sprint Turbo. Big Lead helps with grabbing the lead in the beginning, which you should be going for if with an escape position SBO, while Sprint Turbo speeds up acceleration for short-range races, and this is an amazing, rare speed-up skill. Having Sprint Turbo reduces the need for an SSR support card skill, since it's honestly just a great general skill for short-range races. Both of these skills should be on every SBO, which is why SBO is a top priority awakening character. Next, you want to get Vodka to level 3. Vodka is another one of your starter horse girls and is amazing for miles, either in the lead or between her position. At level 2, she gets linear acceleration, which is meh, but the important part here is at level 3, where she gets Breath of Improvement. Normally, you need the Vodka SSR to get this skill, but Vodka can naturally get this skill at level 3. If you're running Vodka at miles or longer, you're definitely going to want this skill since it recovers stamina during straight lines. This in turn makes your deck building more comfortable since you don't have to force a stamina card or a support that has a stamina recovery skill in your deck when raising Vodka. Very convenient, so definitely another top tier priority. Next, Gold Ship to level 3. The last starter horse girl in this tier, Gold Ship is a really strong unit for mid or long range races, and is currently one of the 2 horse girls who specialize being in the back position, with the other one being Narita Taishin. At level 2, she gets Fun of After School, which helps reduce your stamina consumption for downhill slopes. This is kind of useful and should be gotten if you have extra skill points, but you definitely want her level 3 skill. Status OK, no abnormalities. While the skill description is a little vague, it basically helps you get out of groups during the race, and since Gold Ship is at the back, you definitely want enough power and some extra help from skills to pull yourself out from the pack to win. Next, Mayano Top Gun to level 3. Mayano Top Gun is a 2-star, so she's pretty easy to get. She specializes in mid to long range races in the escape position, which makes her training kind of difficult all around since you need a lot of stats, especially speed and stamina, to win. Nonetheless, if you don't already have an escape horse girl for mid or long range races such as Mihono Bourbon or Mijiro McQueen, I highly recommend using her. At level 2, she gets Avoid Dripping Horses, which honestly is kinda useless for her since she's an escape character. Mayano Top Gun should always be in front, so there's no point in having a skill that lets her overtake. Her level 3 skill, however, is key for both her training and stadium. At level 3, you get Breath of Improvement. As mentioned earlier, you can normally only get this from the Vodka SSR support card, so having this as a free rare recovery skill, which is also straight up mandatory for mid to long ranged horse girls. Pairing Breath of Improvement with another recovery skill like Arc Maestro is recommended to ensure that your Mayano Top Gun will be able to stay in front for the whole race. And you don't need a Vodka SSR in your deck for a second recovery skill, making your training more comfortable. Last for the priority list, King Halo to level 3. King Halo is infamous for being ridiculously hard to train, and is a short range specialist in the betweener position. Just being one of the few short-range horse girls means she definitely deserves a spot on your stadium team. Also, if you don't appreciate her laugh, your taste must be trash. Her level 2 skill, Light Step, is meh, since you don't really need a recovery skill for short-range races. Her level 3 skill, however, Glitter of Electric Shock, is extremely useful since she needs a lot of speed and power to overtake other horse girls on the back. This skill helps with that significantly. And that's the main list of priorities for 1 and 2 stars. Before I finish though, I want to note that some girls have a decent number of debuff skills that you can get from Awakening, and the reason I don't recommend them is because if you don't know when to apply them, they might hit your own host girl during the stadium races, lowering your overall score. So you definitely want to be careful when grabbing these. Lastly, some honorable mentions in case you have enough money to spend. You want SVO to level 5 since she gets a stronger rare skill to maintain her lead. It's an upgrade from Big Lead. Super Creek to level 5. Super Creek gets Arc Maestro, which makes long range races just easier, and she can't use her own support card for her deck. So you probably want this on her. Gold Chip gets a rare recovery skill, which is basically an upgrade from After School Fun, and you probably want this for long range races. It's up to you if you want to spend for these, since level 5 upgrades are ridiculously expensive. But anyways, this is my list and I hope it helped you. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, I guess, and let me know if you want more. See ya!